All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, home.
It's Allen out of the pistol. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Alert!
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Half. Look out!
Allen on the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Tight.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. Allen. They connect for the first. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bass now to kick this away. No return as this bounces into the air. It's coming out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To throw here on 1st down. Completes this one to Otten. And that tackle stops him. Game.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
18 Cardinals.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Right back to Pacheco. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Throwing from the gun. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Working quickly here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and throw it here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They've got a man in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Back at 60. 19 Lion.
Back to throw, needing a first. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Middle.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10.
Alert! Monday. Middle.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
What's that?
On the ground. First run for Ray Davis. Down the sideline inside the 40. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 29. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Allen to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Alert! Look out!
First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
What's that?
A give right side for Swift. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Look out!
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills take a second quarter lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing on second and real long here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Got his target. It's Otten. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back now, pressure on its way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Half 85. What's that?
Throwing now on first down, Allen. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
What's that?
Play action now, Allen. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills looking for a score before halftime. First down, ball at the 36. Here's Allen. He's got him, that's Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Gun, alert! Pass. All 52. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Cut out left. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Alert! What's that?
Allen escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Wangu now to return. Return's looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Completes this one to Otten. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Wangu now to return. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Davis gets it from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Regular.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Punt meets him at the 28. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. 42 yards on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. They've got 1st down from the 31. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Pacheco again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to throw this one. Dumps it off to his running back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Offense up to the line fast. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action on 1st. Buying some time right. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Now it's a bootleg for him. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
At the 37-yard line.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Allen on third and short. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Swift gets it on the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Throwing here, Allen. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Middle. Half. What's that?
Pressure coming. It's Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Stop. Go.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Half 85. What's that?
Davis takes it straight ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
What's that?
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down at the
2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Amendola able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He's got him. That's Pacheco. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Cardinals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Taken in by Harrison. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. They are throwing it again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Trying to set this up quick. 1st down from the red zone. And in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This one is up and good. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Samuel now to return it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Lining up to take a knee on second down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 45 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing it to start this drive. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Here he is to throw on second down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.